I wish I would have learned this earlier. I wish I would have figured this out. I wish I could go back in time and save myself from a lot of pain, a lot of trauma, a lot of hurt, a lot of things that could have been avoided. I wish I would have figured out that setting boundaries and putting yourself first is very important. I should have figured out that people are going to use and abuse you if you let them. A lot of people will take advantage of me if I don't lay down the boundaries, if I don't put my foot down. And I realized that it doesn't matter how good of a person I try to be. It doesn't matter how good my soul is, my heart is, my intentions. People will take advantage of me if I let them, if I allow them. So many times I've been too nice, I've been too open, I've been too available, and I just let people just push me to the curb. I let people take advantage of me, use me, abuse me, and then just kick me to the curb when they're done, right? When they get what they need out of me. So I should have learned early on, I need to lay down my boundaries, right? I need to let people know that my time is valuable. I need to let people know that my energy, my effort is for certain people, certain places, certain things. And it's not just available for everyone and everything, right? I'm not just out here giving myself to just anything or anyone, right? Because I am valuable. I have worth. I know my mission, I know my purpose, and I'm moving towards something. So I need to act like I'm moving towards something. I need to act like I'm getting somewhere, like I'm going somewhere, because I am. But sometimes I forget that. Sometimes I let distractions get in my way. Sometimes I let subtle things kind of play a major role in my life when they shouldn't. I let so many things just push me over, roll me over, and just not even trying to be funny, but bend me over backwards and spank me. When it's time I put my foot down, lay down certain boundaries, foundations, and I've realized that people respect that the right people will gravitate towards it and the wrong people will move away, and that's okay. And so many times I've been, I don't know, scared to be alone, scared to lose a job, scared to be in uncomfortable places, and so many other things I don't even know as to why sometimes I won't speak up. Sometimes I won't, speak truth. Sometimes I won't lay down boundaries of pulling myself away from certain situations or certain people and, letting people know, hey, this isn't okay, or not showing up to a certain place that I shouldn't be showing up to, or doing things that I shouldn't be doing. Whatever it may be, I should have figured out boundaries a long time ago, because it would have prevented a lot of unnecessary time and dating. It would have prevented a lot of jobs using and abusing me and getting nothing out of it. It would, prevent family members from thinking that they can just get whatever out of me whenever and just use and abuse me, and I'm not supposed to get anything in return, or it's okay because we're blood and things like that. It ultimately would have just saved me a lot of pain, a lot of time, a lot of energy and effort, and a lot of trauma to where I am today. And I'll never regret having a good heart, a kind soul, a loving body. But I can't, like I said, just give everything to just anyone or any place, right? Because it's ultimately got me to a place now where I'm just looking at myself and it's like, I'm drained. I mean, I've been through the same cycle multiple times. Like I said, with dating, with jobs, with family, with friends. And it's like, at what point is it going to end? At what point are people going to look at me and respect me? At what point are people going to know I have worth and respect my worth, respect my time, respect my energy, my effort, respect who I am, respect where I'm going, respect what I'm doing, right? At what point am I going to look at myself and respect myself, right? And lay down certain boundaries with myself, right? At what point am I going to step into the version of myself that I want to be, become the man that I want to be, and ultimately raise to my highest frequency and live that life that I want to live? And I'm looking at myself and realizing that I'm not going to get there without being able to learn these things and apply these things. Because, yeah, I've learned and I've heard it, but then I don't apply. And then I go through the same cycle again, and then I heard again, and then I don't apply it, and then I keep going through the same cycle. So I'm just looking at myself like, this is the moment. Now, yesterday was the best time, but today is the second best time. So what I need to do is just lock in and set these boundaries, let people know, hey, this is what it is. You either like it or you don't. And now I can't be scared of losing a job. I can't be scared of losing a person. I can't be scared of having no friends. I can't be scared of family feeling some type of way. I can't be scared of myself stepping into that version of myself that I need to become to be my highest frequency, to live the life that I want to live and change the world in ways I want to change the world and be who I want to be and get what I want to get out of this lifetime. So that is what I wish I would have learned earlier, quicker, sooner. If I could go back 2 to 3 years and just apply this, I feel like I would be in a totally different situation, but I am where I am for a reason. I don't believe in coincidences. I think it's all a part of God's timing and God's plan. So I'm just going to trust. I'm just going to keep learning and keep, getting better. But this is definitely something I wish I would have learned earlier. And if you're listening to this video, please, if you don't take anything away from, 7 minutes that I'm speaking, simply just listen to these last 15 seconds. People will use and abuse you if you let them. Certain things, certain places will overly take advantage of you and take more out of you than what it's supposed to for your learning experience on your certain timeline if you allow it. So lay down your boundaries, be firm on your boundaries, and don't ever be scared of having those boundaries. You know what I'm saying? Don't change your standard or your reality or your expectations for anything or anyone because of fear, because of lack of confidence, because of worry, because of whatever it may be. Lock in, lay it down, be who you need to be, and I promise, unlike me, you can avoid a lot of hurt, a lot of pain, a lot of trauma, and become the best version of yourself.